Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, is basically just moving sideways today. There isn't much to report here. There isn't really anything new that would give us new insights about the structure. So we're holding above support, way above support, which is still defined between 60,220 and 62,087. Yeah, this is sort of the support area I mentioned in previous videos, also in my first video earlier today. And I have, however, I've mentioned one more, let's say, wave count to our members earlier today because I added the blue scenario. It doesn't really change much, but it means that just be on high alert maybe that this could just be a shallow pullback, because if this is simply a wave 4 instead of a wave B, then it might not even, it might not even reach, for example, the golden ratio level at 60,990. or the 78.6 retracement at 60,220. No, in fact, the blue scenario would just be a wave 4, which could end around the 62,080 level or 61,535. Again, also the B wave as well. So it's not really, it doesn't really add much value, this scenario. I just wanted to highlight that, okay, if we turn around and it's just a shallow pullback, then the fifth wave might be short because it might just be a fifth wave instead of, well, the next move up might be short because it might just be a fifth wave instead of a C wave, which could be a bit longer. But essentially, we're moving between the next upside fib level, which is at 64,800, and the micro support, which starts at 62,087. And then, we've got 61,535, 60,989, and 60,220. So what we are also dealing with is very choppy structure to the upside. And ideally, I'd like to see, however, Bitcoin push a little bit higher. That's also what we see on many altcoin charts, the idea that we could still go a little bit higher before forming a top. For example, Sui, which I cover here regularly. Rune could still go higher, for example, Bitcoin as well, okay? So the idea is that after we broke out of this trend channel to the upside, we started a third wave, which is here highlighted in white. And I don't see this third wave necessarily as completed yet. I'd like to see one more push to the upside, because the way to calculate a target for a third wave, for an internal third wave, is we take the length of waves, of wave 1, we take the length just of wave 1, and we compare that with the length of the third wave by adding the Fibonacci extension tool and measuring from the low of the wave 2. And then what we want is that the third wave is at least 1.38 times as long as wave 1 on the logarithmic chart. Log chart is important, especially when we're dealing with crypto and high volatility assets. And we haven't even reached that. I mean, I sometimes say that the bare minimum is the 1.236 extension. Now that's been reached pretty much. Okay, so that would be the bare minimum. But I don't trust patterns if they don't even get to the 1.38 extension in a third wave. So but essentially also it wouldn't really change much. If I said this was the third already, this was the fourth, then the support area also wouldn't be much different. So we've got fib levels to watch. That's most important. And ideally, I'd like to see the price at least give us one more high towards 64,800, 65,814. Maybe that happens. And then the fourth wave might develop over the weekend. But we'll see how it develops. I mean, it's a choppy structure. It means the situation hasn't really changed. And there is not much really to add structurally on the micro level. So I thought we'd take a look at the Bitcoin dominance as well in this video. I'm not doing that too often, but that's something that we should do from time to time. Bear in mind, probably tomorrow, late tonight, I'm going to send out the weekly newsletter. You can register for that completely for free. The link is in the description. There's typically a general market update. There's some updates about cryptos, lots of stuff about MCO, mindset, and so on. So just don't forget, if you want to get the newsletter, then you need to sign up. Now, let's take a look at the structure here on the Bitcoin dominance chart. Now, I'm using Elliott waves here to identify some tendencies, okay? Tendencies. It's not too reliable because the Bitcoin dominance chart is basically in percent. Okay, so it's not a tradable asset as such. I'm not talking about Bitcoin, I'm talking about Bitcoin dominance. So it's not a tradable asset as such. And the levels are clear. 58.09% is next resistance. The price is consolidating just below. Now, again, even though it's not so reliable, I'm still using it to identify, as I said, tendencies and structures. We're still in this uptrend channel. That hasn't changed. We're still looking at an ABC flat corrective rally, or flat correction as a corrective rally here. And the C wave could be in the late stages. It seems to be in wave 5. And wave 5 itself should be a 5-wave pattern. So 1, 2, 3, we might get another 4-5 section, or 4-5 pattern. Why? Because circle 5 seems to me, it seems to be an ending diagonal. So the wave 1 was an ABC structure, wave 2 as well. Wave 3 could be nearly done, might push a little bit higher, maybe to the top of that channel there, then another 4-5. So it could take a while until really this tops. And so far I couldn't confirm a top yet. We haven't done it yet for good reason, because the trend is still up. So there's at the moment no reason really to expect an altcoin season it's a good rhyme, until we see an impulsive move down and a breakout to the downside of the trend channel, or at least substantial pullback, which however could also be wave 4. But I would say the lower we go, especially if we break below 54% again, that would be a really good indication that, let's say something more bearish is playing out, but it would actually be quite bullish for the altcoin sector, because then Bitcoin dominance would obviously drop. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.